It's time for Showbiz, and Ms. G has joined me, and we have some good news. There's been another addition to the Showbiz family. Right?
Yeah. So, yes, John Dumelo is a father now. He has a son who he calls John Dumelo Jr. So, we have another JD, but he is JDJ. Wow, so good
you can imagine that he's going to be another hunk who's going to trouble the ladies.
Well, his dad has told him to be free. He wrote a very beautiful caption for his son. Told him to be free and explore just like his dad asked him to and allowed him to. So he's going to let him live his life.
And explore.
Exactly. So let's see what this young man becomes. But the good thing about Ghanaians that they never forget. So they've been calculating when John Dumelo got married.
Oh, no.
And some headline says 5 months after John Dumelo got married, his wife welcomes a son. Others say 4 months, but I remember that he got married in May, and so we can do the maths in your home. We are not really bothered, but we know that he has a son, and that's a beautiful thing about it. So congratulations to John Dumelo, and like you said, there's an addition to the showbiz fraternity.
Yeah.
Maybe he also becomes an actor or a musician or...
So seriously, people are actually calculating.
I've seen headlines, 4 months, 5 months after John Dumelo married, his wife welcomes a baby. A lot of headlines say so. So it tells you that Ghanaians keep dates and they never forget. Remember, the same thing happened to Quincy. I think his was 3 months after or whatever. So maybe it's a showbiz thing. You know that Stonebwoy also came back to say that he doesn't know his son's age because he's lied too many times about when his son was delivered. It was believed that the baby, the wife was pregnant before they got married and all that. So maybe it's a showbiz thing. So congratulations to John Dumelo. And let's still talk about the Rain album because Shatta Wale's father has been speaking about all the incidents that preceded that.
Shatta Wale's father?
Yes. Shatta Kapo. Have you forgotten him?
Yeah.
So he now speaks on the incidents that preceded the launch of the album Rain. And he says they've got an agenda. He spoke to Becky.
We are expecting to go higher than where we are right now. We are telling a story, and by the end of the time we finish telling the story, the public, of course, the masses here in Ghana and elsewhere, will get to know where Shatta is born for such a time and for such a generation. And for me, I'm highly elated, and I pray that today, once he steps on the stage, it's all going to be fireworks.
I'm sure that you've noticed the trend of beefing in the industry, Shatta beefing this person, that person, Quincy. Have you been following them?
Well, I have been following it, but all I say, I tell Shatta is that for now, he should tone down. We have an album launch. We have to finish that. There's an agenda for us, not only for this album launch, but there's an agenda ahead of us, and that is what we need to focus on and build.
So I guess Rosalinda is one of the tracks that we have on the album. I've been promised the album by Friday by Sammy Flex, so when he gives it to me, I'll definitely let you know.
Signed one?
By Sammy Flex. Sammy Flex is not Shatta. Okay, maybe I need to remind him to get it endorsed, you know. But Quincy, who had Pokum, for Shatta, proud to the launch of this album, is still speaking about the album Rain. Yes, it's been launched. He says, let's hear him.
Album back wherever. Me who campaign more than Mahamani second term. Giddy.
Just the launch of one album, and you are campaigning like John Mohammed's second coming, buying presenters, buying DJs. Where is the album now? It is sinking in the sea. It is in the sea, sinking down deep.
Rain, put the rain top. Album now to zoom at the pum. Mama young question, father, because album there, when you drop, it be the songs people for talk about. Nobody is talking about any song on the album. Which means album na topum atosu into obi amumbebu.
Okay. So that's Quincy with his review on the album. And, somebody says that Shatta has got the numbers. The numbers have got him, and they'll fly the album. Whether you like it or not, they will make noise about it. So let's wait to see in subsequent days what happened. But I have visited the venue where the launch of the Rain album happened, the Fantasy Dome. We're trying to do a 30 minutes report on incidents that preceded the launch and aftermath. And so just a bit of what I saw today. at the Fantasy Dome, you'll be surprised at what you see.
First time, Fantasy Dome has been operational since March this year, but this is the first time we're having to experience this big number here. Most importantly, this is the first time we're having to experience issues with such as this.
And I see that you use these barricades all the time, and like some of the barricades have gone bad. Like this one is broken and all that.
So we use, it's part of the human control, what we call site management plan. In-house at Fantasy Dome, there's a whole health and safety protocols that we need to adhere to. You know, so in adhering to it, this is some of the things that we need to create.
These damages, are the organizers going to pay for, or it becomes, you know, a loss to Fantasy Dome and you have to pick it up?
Well, the entire Fantasy Dome, like I said, as part of the health and safety and emergency is insured. And so some of these damages and everything will be handled. It's unfortunate.
So insurance will take care of this?
Well, likely. We're still doing the post-mortem process. It's unfortunate, but because all these things are anticipated, and that's why the entire venue and things in the venue is insured, so that, I mean, things like this, as and when it happens, could be catered for by...
restricted when it comes to smoking, because
yes, because this is part of the damages and stuff like that we got. So these are how. Well, so just after this event, we got some of these things, for instance. But I mean, these are things that, I mean, will be looked at.
Right. So essentially, the organizers or the owners or the managers of the Fantasy Dome have, you know, all these losses to contend with, but there are others who also say that probably the dome is not shaped properly for a concert like this.
Well, they say they have, it's a multi-functional event center, and so that's how come it's leveled. They say they
so if the whole thing is leveled, I mean, from your explanations, people have to essentially stand on the seats.
At a certain point when you want to see, because people are standing to dance, and you also want to see, some people are taller than you, want to see what's happening on stage, so you're tempted to mount or stand.
You're compelled to
exactly. So I don't know, maybe when they decide to book subsequent events, they might want to look at this as well, you know, when they decide to do that. Anyway, so I guess that's the issue from the Fantasy Dome. Now, let's move on and talk about who else is in the bulletin. Let me see who I want to talk about now. Let me talk about Kunta Kinte. I think he's more special to me than the other person. So Kunta Kinte is in the news. Now, you know that we had the bonfire event. We were there live for the pre-seconds and all that. He showed up with his brother after a very long time to perform together. And Matola Mufia decided to have an interaction with him to find out how fit he is for showbiz.
When was the last time you did this on stage with your brother?
Oh, you know, Serache, but like, you know, I did it for a very long time. Yeah.
For years?
Yeah, for years.
How does it feel getting back on stage in Accra?
It's been so good. God is so wonderful. Yeah, because I'm still alive and then I'm kicking and I'm doing everything at the same time. Thank you. I'm coming out with an album. Yeah, with a song, 2 songs. Yeah, which is coming out this December. Yeah, it's a hit, man.
So a lot of people want to know, are you fully fit now?
I'm so fit. I'm so fit. Yeah, I'm so fit.
I guess we're excited he's fit because it's been a long time, you know.
But he doesn't appear that fully fit.
He says he is.
Anyway, well, we wish him all the best. I mean, it's about the music. So if he can deliver the music, we're good to go.
That's true.
Right, thank you very much, Ms. G, bringing us showbiz.